What number are you asking the court to set your child support at today?
Honestly, I'm not expecting to pay child support at all.
You want the court to set it at zero?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are you asking for $0?
Because me and Miss McDuffie fully co-parent. I fully get my son throughout the week, 4 days out the week.
I will order child support at $429 per month. I will order a retroactive child support judgment of $5,400.
My question would be, why would I be paying child support and why would I be paying back child support for?
You're paying child support because your child doesn't reside with you. Your child resides with his mother. Y'all make each other primary conservator.
So since he had him for 3 days out of a week, and because he stays with her for 3 days out of a week, I have to pay 400 and some odd number you just said a week just because he stays with him for 3 days out of a week?
Before making any comments, I want to clarify that we're talking about a man who wants to be present in his child's life, and that's something we need to keep in mind as we dive into this video. This case left me completely speechless. I genuinely felt for this guy. He is doing his best to be involved, taking care of him 4 days a week, yet he's still being required to pay child support. It's honestly confusing. The judge directly told him that he needs to pay child support, even though there's no clear reason why. Why should she be paid when he's the one currently covering more of their child's expenses?
We are here today on the state's suit affecting the parent-child relationship for one child. We have a proposed order from the state today. It's my understanding the father disagrees with the child support amount, retroactive support, and I'll need to ask a few questions on a neutral exchange location. But parties agree to everything else. May I state the terms of the proposed order, Judge, and take testimony?
You may.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is one child of the case, a King Fox, who is 3 years old. Your Honor, the order finds that Mr. Julian Fox is the legal and biological father of the child and he has a duty of support. Based on Mr. Fox's current income and wages, the state's requesting that he pay guideline support of $429 a month beginning June 1st. Those are the terms of the proposed order, Judge. May I call Ms. McDuff first?
You may.
Ms. McDuff, what is your full name?
Tisha Dion McDuff.
And Ms. McDuff, did you hear the terms of the proposed order that I stated to the court?
Yes.
Do you understand those terms?
Yes.
Are you in agreement with those terms and believe that they're in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you notice the smile on her face when he asked if she believed it was in the best interest of their child? That smile said it all. She knows she shouldn't receive it, since their child spends more time with him. He also mentioned that based on the father's current income, that specific amount should be paid each month. This indicates that child support was determined by how much the father earns, not by their current arrangement or the child's actual needs. It's all about placing him on child support.
And Ms. McDuff, how often does Mr. Fox, has he been seeing the child King?
This month has been better. He's got him the weekend, Friday through Sunday. Every other week, we might alternate Thursday or Monday.
Okay, so he's been seeing the child on a consistent basis for at least the past month,
Yes.
which does include overnights at his house, correct?
Yes.
And you're in agreement that Mr. Fox paid guideline child support of $429, correct?
Yes.
And since King has been born, have you and Mr. Fox ever lived together?
Yes.
When did you guys separate? Stop
March.
living together.
March 2024.
Okay, so it's been about 14 months.
Yes.
And since that time, has he paid you any money directly for King?
Yes. I was summing up to about 300. He was in money for diapers, wipes a long time ago.
Has he ever bought things for King in the past 14 months and given those things to you?
No.
So you're asking that there be a retroactive child support judgment included in this order against Mr. Fox in the amount of $5,500, which does give him credit for $300, correct?
Yes.
And you're in agreement that he paid that out at $80 per month?
Yes.
Since they separated 14 months ago, they've been doing a great job co-parenting. But for some reason, she's now making it about money. This is why she took him to court. This is a father who has been doing his best, and is actively involved in his child's life, but apparently, that wasn't enough. She chose to prioritize something else. She wants cash, and that decision could disrupt the entire dynamic. It's something she should seriously consider. Now, there's a strong chance their relationship won't be the same, and I'm certain that won't be in the child's best interest. But none of this would have happened if her focus hadn't shifted to money. Now she wants him on child support, and on top of that, he's expected to pay back payments as well.
Pass the witness.
You may call your next witness.
I'd like to call Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, what is your full name?
Julian Zakar Fox.
And Mr. Fox, did you hear the terms of the proposed order that I stated to the court a moment ago?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, do you understand all of those terms that I stated?
I understand it.
Okay, and are you in agreement with everything that I stated except for the $429 child support amount and any having to pay any retroactive or back child support?
Yeah, I agree with everything except the statement.
Okay. Okay. How much would you expect to make before taxes and withholding per week?
Hypothetically hoping 600 or more. Hypothetically hoping.
Okay. And you've worked in the restaurant business prior to this job?
Of course, yes, sir.
Okay. Where did you work before this job?
I was working at Maple Landing in Dallas.
Okay. Were you also making around $600 a week?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any other biological children besides King?
No, sir.
You understand that the state's requesting that you pay child support of $429, which would be based on $600 a week as a W-2 employee.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a yes, sir?
Yes.
You have to say yes or no because the court reporter is taking down everything you say. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And Mr. King, or Mr. Fox, sorry, you disagree with the $429, correct?
Yes, sir.
What number are you asking the court to set your child support at today?
Honestly, I'm not expecting to pay child support at all.
You want the court to set it at $0?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are you asking for $0?
Because me and Miss McDuffie fully co-parent. I fully get my son throughout the week, 4 days out the week. I'm fully capable of taking care of him when he's in my custody. She does the same as well. So I don't understand why I would be paying child support when we split. When I take she have him, she take care of him, and when I have him, I take care of him. She don't drop him off with anything. I don't drop him off with anything, and we fully take care of him. So I don't see why we have to pay extra.
4 days out of the week, she should be paying him child support. I agree with Dad 100%. He needs an attorney as soon as possible. Child support is not for failed relationships. Yeah, if he has the kid 4 days out of the week, he shouldn't be paying. This is unfair. He has the kid more and still have to pay her? That was a valid point. This man clearly stated that he has his son 4 days a week, so in my opinion, it's self-explanatory. Why should someone who spends more time with the child be required to pay the other parent? It makes no sense. Based on the purpose of child support, he's absolutely right. He shouldn't have to pay because she doesn't actually need the money. In fact, he should be the one receiving support, since he has their son most of the time and naturally incurs more expenses. As he explained, ever since they separated, each covered their son's expenses when he is with them. It's balanced. That being the case, I don't believe he should be paying anything. It's simply not necessary. If he starts paying child support, he would essentially be contributing for both while she wouldn't be contributing at all. That's what makes it so unreasonable. I don't understand the logic behind this case. It suggests that she has no financial responsibility toward their child, which seems completely unfair. Why should she contribute nothing? Why should a man who is already doing more than the other parent be required to pay child support? Those are the questions I'm struggling to find answers to.
When did you and Miss McDuff stop living together?
I would say the ending of March of 2024.
And since that time, have you paid any money directly to Miss McDuff?
Yes.
How much?
I roughly, maybe off the top of my head, $400.
Okay. Are you in agreement to the order containing a retroactive child support judgment against you after credit, or are you asking that you be ordered to pay $0 in back child support?
Pay $0 in back child support.
Okay. Can you tell the court why?
I wouldn't understand why I'll be paying back child support because we only been split for a year. Before then, I was paying the rent, the bills, We were both taking care of the kids. It was no problem. We only been split for a year, and I still get my kid 4 days out the week, and I'm fully taking care of my kid when he's in my care, and she fully take care of him when she's in his care.
Okay, and right now you're seeing the child at least
4. I would get him Thursday afternoon and drop him off Monday afternoon.
I honestly don't understand why this case hasn't been dropped by now. How can they still be pursuing child support from a father who is clearly present and doing more than the mother? It's really hard to make sense of it. I guess she is about to do 100% real soon because the way things are going, it will eventually affect their current arrangement. He wants to be involved in his child's life and his efforts are obvious. But unfortunately, it seems like that's not being acknowledged, and that's the saddest part of this case. A father who shows up and does the right thing should be supported. I'm not saying he should be paid, but at least give him more incentive to keep doing the right thing. And a good start would be to remove the child support obligation altogether.
Do you have any safety concerns, Mr. Fox, with Ms. McDuff knowing your address?
No, sir.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay, then I will accept the agreed portions of this order, make the agreed portions the order of the court. I will order child support at $429 per month. I will order a retroactive child support judgment of $5,400 per month. Order that paid at $90 per month. Order court costs as billed. Anything further, Mr. Dell? The exchange location. The exchange location will be at the residence of the child. Mr. Fox, it is your obligation to pick this child up and take this child back home. Anything you and Ms. McDuff agree to outside of that is fine. But neither one of you have safety concerns, so I don't see any reason to do a neutral exchange location. Do either one of you have any questions?
I do. My question would be, why would I be paying child support and why would I be paying back child support for?
You're paying child support because your child doesn't reside with you. Your child resides with his mother. Y'all are the primary conservator.
So since she had him for 3 days out of a week, and because he stays with her for 3 days out of a week, I have to pay $400 and some odd number you just said a week just because she stays with him for 3 days out of a week?
What does she even mean by reside when their child clearly spends more time with him? It seems like all this time he has been speaking, and the judge hasn't listened to a single word. This feels like one of those cases where the outcome was already predetermined, where nothing said during the hearing would have changed the result. Honestly, it shouldn't take a legal expert to see that he shouldn't be paying child support. The argument she's using doesn't make sense, especially since she knows the child is with him most of the time. So, what exactly is going on? I have worked in family law for 19 years. He needs an attorney. This judge did not listen to a thing he said. There was no need for child support. The mother did not refute his accounting of possession and access of the child. That judge was not listening to anything. That is a 60-40 split and he has more time. Why should he be paying? The mother is on some form of welfare. That's why the courts want dad to pay child support. If he has the kid 4 days a week, why is she putting him on child support? She already had her mind made up for Buddy to pay that retro. The fact she took him to child support court is crazy to me.
Mr. Fox, you did not contest her being the primary conservator, did you? No, you need to y'all being joint managing conservators. With her being primary and getting to determine where the child lives, where the child's residence is.
So because she gets to determine where the kids reside, I have to pay $400 and some odd number because she gets to determine where my son stays.
Yes,
even
sir.
though I get my son 4 days out of a week and it's 7 days out of a week. So if I get him for 4 and she gets him for 3, just because she can decide where he stays, I have to pay for that?
Mr. Fox, if you want to be the primary conservator, you can file something to be the primary conservator. But right now, you are not.
If that is the case, this is what he needs to do. He is already spending more time with his child anyway, so he might as well be the primary conservator.
So because I'm not the primary conservator, I have to pay $400. I'm still trying to get it because I'm not the primary conservator.
Mr. Fox, I'm not going to be able to explain it to you because I've already told you.
Yes,
and you just keep saying the same thing over
because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding how my son's only be with the mother 2 days out of a week. I have to pay for that.
Let me give you some more information.
Like what?
You don't like my ruling. If you think it's not fair.
Yeah, I do.
You have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. This case is out of the 254th District Court. That is Judge Kim Brown. She might have a different opinion from mine.
Of course. I would love to get set up with that.
Okay, so if you need information on how to appeal, the attorney's office can email it to you, sir.
Please do.
Okay. Any
Judge-
other questions?
Judge, the
Yeah.
payback on the retroactive support was 80 or 90?
80. I'm
At
sorry.
At 5,400, correct?
Yes, 5,400.
Thank you, Judge. That's all.
Okay. Any questions, Ms. McDuff?
Hi, ma'am.
All right, then thank you both for appearing here today, and you're both free to go.
Thank you.
She clearly did not care about anything he said. He has kid more time, so I agree with him aside from medical expenses. That judge had her mind made up before the case started. Dude didn't have a chance. So how much does she have to pay him for the 4 days he has the kids? It seems like they have a good co-parent agreement, but why have him on child support? Plus, he's an active father. Some of these deadbeats don't do what he's doing. Lawyer up. Why even have the guy there testify when they're not even going to listen? This case is truly sad because it's difficult to watch a parent prioritize money over maintaining a good relationship with the other parent, especially when that relationship directly benefits their child. She knew that going after money would change everything, yet she chose to do it anyway. Instead of preserving the strong co-parenting dynamic they had built, she let money take precedence, and now they're in court because of it. What's even more concerning is the judge's demeanor throughout the case. It felt as though she had already made up her mind, like she was going to order child support no matter what was said. I'm not sure if you guys noticed her attitude, but it seemed like she wasn't interested in listening or considering both sides. It was all about making him pay. That's exactly why he should consider using the 3-day window the judge mentioned to file an appeal. He deserves to have another judge review the case, someone who might offer a fairer, more balanced judgment, because this decision doesn't make sense. The parent doing more should not be the one required to pay. This is all for today's video, and we hope you like it.